Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and also don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you would be notified anytime I post a new video. So in today's video we are doing another fall nail set, and I think this is going to be the last fall nail set for 2022. If it's not the last, it's the second to last, but I'm going to be wrapping up all these fall nail sets and I'm going to be welcoming my Christmas and winter nail sets. So anyway, I am just pushing back my cuticles. I'm just prepping the nails so that the nails wouldn't lift whenever I put on the nail extensions. You always need to prep your nails in order to apply your nail extensions so that it lasts, because sometimes the dead cuticles can stay on the nail and lift the nail extension. So you want to ensure that you remove all of that by pushing back the cuticles, and then you use your cuticle nippers to remove the dead cuticles from around the cuticle area. And then you go around the cuticle area with a cuticle bit to remove any of the dead cuticles that may have remained behind when you were clipping it, because sometimes you don't get a lot of the dead cuticles when you clip the cuticles. It's really easier to go around the cuticle area with the cuticle bit because it's safer, one, and you get a lot more and you wouldn't cut yourself with this cuticle bit. So that's why for beginners I think you should just use the cuticle bit and not the cuticle nippers, because sometimes you can never tell whether the cuticles are dead or alive. However, with the cuticle bit you can go around the cuticle area and you wouldn't cut yourself. So whether it's the cuticles are dead or alive, you wouldn't really cut yourself with the cuticle bit, and that's what I think. So I applied my peel-off base coat off camera, and I also applied the nail tips as well off camera. I'm using my Makartt Stiletto nail tips, and I did apply my sunscreen to my hands because my hands are going to be in the lamp a lot during this video, and it's always necessary to protect your hand, especially when it's going to be in a nail lamp a lot, because that protects you from premature aging of your hand and the darkening of your hand as well, because when your hand is in the lamp too often it darkens the hand. So I did file the surface of the nails to remove the shine. Then I'm just applying my Makartt gel base coat to the nails, and then I cure for 30 seconds. So the first polygel I'm going to be using today is a Siesta, which is this nude polygel from Makartt, and I'm going to be using that on the ring nail. So I just applied a bead to the ring nail and I'm shaping it into a smile line because we are going to be doing a French nail on this nail. So I'm just going to be shaping that into a smile line, and when I am satisfied I cured for 30 seconds. So from the side, the nail looks really good, I think, but I like to apply a little more of the Siesta Nude Polygel to the smile line because it is always better to file down a nail than to build a nail. So I prefer it to be a little thick so that everything would fit well on the nail and I don't have to build the nail afterwards. I don't want the nail to be too thin. So when I apply everything, I like to file it down instead of thinking about whether it was too thin or I should have done this or I should have done that. So I prefer the nail to be thick, this nail actually to be thick so that I could file it down. So I did that and cured for 30 seconds. After curing, I'm just going to be using some rubbing alcohol to remove the tacky layer. Then I began filing the smile line area, so I'm just going to let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. Now moving on to the pinky nail, I'm just going to apply a very small bead of the Makartt clear polygel to the nail bed area because I want this nail surface to be the same. Usually when you apply a nail tip and you file down the nail, sometimes the nail is still not level. So by applying a little bit of polygel to the nail bed area, that makes the nail a little more level. And when I'm finished with that, I cure for 30 seconds. Next, I am just going to file that to make the surface a little more level because it would be a bit bumpy, so I'm just filing it to smoothen the surface so that it is even. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to be applying some gel polish to this nail, and if I were to apply the gel polish without applying the polygel to the nail bed area, there would have been a chance that you would have seen when I applied the gel polish that the nail wasn't level. You would have seen a bit of an indent in the nail. I didn't want that. I just wanted a smooth surface so that the gel polish would go on very smoothly. And yes, I know y'all are thinking I could have built the nail with clear polygel and then apply the gel polish. However, what I want to do on this nail, I don't think it would have worked out well for me. This may have chipped the nail because y'all will see what I want to do on this nail later on in the video, so I'll explain a lot more when I reach to that area. But I think this was the best method to use in order to have the gel polish more opaque in the nail and ensure that the nail looks good. So yeah, I'm just going to apply the gel polish to the pinky nail and also to the middle nail, but I'm only applying it to the tips of the middle nail, and I did 3 layers of that, curing each layer for 30 seconds, but I only showed 2 layers. Now after curing of the nails, I am going to be applying some gel base coat to the middle nail because I'm going to be doing an ombre on this nail, so I don't want to ruin the gel polish. So I apply the base coat so that it protects the gel polish. So I'm just doing that and curing for 30 seconds. Next, I am going to be applying my Siesta to the nail bed area of the middle nail, and I'm doing my ombre. So I'm just patting the polygel around the cuticle area so that it is neatly applied around that area. And then when I'm ready, I'm just going to ombre the nail by fading the polygel with my polygel brush into the gel polish. I had to redo this off camera because I think my ombre was a bit too high on the nail, but I wouldn't be showing that, so I'm just gonna let you guys watch this and I'll be back shortly. Now I'm going to be using embers. This is a glitter dip powder from a company called Shameless Nails. So I'm going to be using that on my ring nail, and I'm also going to be using base coat as well. So I'm just going to place some of the base coat on my nail palette, and I'm using my nail art brush to get in the corners of the French nail to apply some of the gel base coat. And then I just pour some of the glitter dip powder on the nail. However, this wasn't working out too well because the glitters weren't opaque enough. When you pour glitters, the glitters wouldn't come out the way you want it to come out, and I should have known that, but whatever. So I just poured some of the glitters in a dip tray, and then I placed some of the gel base coat on the nail, and I dipped my finger into the glitters, and the glitters showed up way more on the nail when you do that. So the glitters were more opaque when you do that. So I'm just flash curing one side of the nail, and I went ahead and did the other side and also flash cured as well. So this is how it looks. And I'm just removing one of those chunky glitters from the sides of the nails, and I reapplied some smaller glitters because I didn't want that area to have those chunky glitters. And I flash cured that again for about 5 seconds. Now I'm just applying a little more of the gel base coat, mostly to the tip of the nail, and then I poured some of the glitters. This time I intentionally wanted to pour the glitters because I wanted a glitter ombre nail, so I wanted the tip to be clear. So that's why I'm doing it like that. And I just use my dotting tool to move around the glitters so that the glitters would look more like an ombre, and I'm just applying some of the larger glitters to the nail as well. And then when I'm satisfied, I cure it for 30 seconds. So this is how the nail is looking right now. Now I'm just going to be using some gel top coat to seal in the glitters, and then I cured again for 30 seconds. Now moving on to the index nail, I'm doing basically the same thing but on the whole nail. So I applied my gel base coat, and then I'm just going to be picking up some of the glitters with my cuticle pusher and applying it to the index nail, and I'm doing a glitter ombre as well. So the tip of this nail is going to be clear, and the glitter is going to be fading into that. So I'm just cleaning around the cuticle area and just pouring the glitter when necessary. And then I cured for 30 seconds. And then I applied another layer of the gel base coat. And now I'm just going to be applying some of the chunky glitters to the index nail. And I'm also going to be applying some of the maple leaf sequences as well to the nail. Then I'm going to be using my jelly stamper with my LED torchlight to cure the nail and also to flatten the maple leaf sequences. And I cured for about 5 to 10 seconds. Next, I applied another layer of the gel base coat, and then I applied some more of the maple leaf sequences, and I did the same thing. Now I'm just removing the excess gel base coat from the sides of the nails, because this usually happens when you use a jelly stamper with an LED flashlight to cure a nail. It usually flattens the nail, and also some of the base coat would seep out around the sides of the nail, so I just like to cut that out. So now I'm just cleaning my nails a bit because there are so many glitters on the nail. I should have done the glitter nails last because glitter gets everywhere, and I always forget to do that until I reach in the position and realize how many glitters are on me and how they can get on the other nails that I really don't want it to get on. So I always forget to do glitters last, but this time it worked out. No glitters got on the other nails. So yeah, on to the thumbnail. I'm just going to be doing a full nude nail using a Siesta polygel, and I'm doing the 2-bead method. So I applied the polygel to the tip area first and evenly distributed that at the tip area and made sure that that was smooth, and then I cured for 30 seconds. and then I went in with a second layer at the nail bed area, and I made sure that that was applied neatly around the cuticle area, and then I cured that for 30 seconds as well. So I'm just going to let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. Now on the index nail, I'm just going to be applying some gel base coat to seal in the glitters and the maple leaf sequences, and then I cure for 30 seconds. So this is how the nails are looking right now. Now on the middle nail, I saw some of the glitters on the nail, so I'm just removing them with some rubbing alcohol, and then I encapsulated the nail. And before curing the middle nail, I did encapsulate the pinky nail as well, and then I cured both nails for 30 seconds. So I'm just going to let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. Now I'm going to be encapsulating the glitter nails. So this is after encapsulating all of the nails. Now I'm just going to be using my rubbing alcohol to remove the tacky layer, and then I filed the nails off camera. So this is after filing of the nails. Now I got these nail piercings accessories from Amazon, so I'm going to be using that on the pinky nail. So this is the reason why I did not want to apply the gel polish to the top of the nail, and I wanted to encapsulate the gel polish because I am going to be piercing the nail. So I am thinking if I did apply the gel polish to the top of the nail and I wanted to pierce the nail, then the gel polish would chip immediately because I was piercing the nail. So I decided to encapsulate the gel polish so that the gel polish wouldn't chip easily or wouldn't chip at all. So that was my reasoning behind encapsulating the gel polish. Okay, so I'm just trying to pick out which piercing I want on the nail. There are different sizes and different colors, so I chose the gold, but there are silver and bronze rings, but I chose the gold one because I thought it would look really good on this nail set. So yeah, I was just trying to choose out which of the piercing I wanted to use, and I decided to use the smallest one because the nail is very small, so it would work. Now I'm using my nail drill to drill holes in the nail. So I don't know what this drill is called, but yes, I'm just screwing it in, making circular motions so that the drill can go in and make the holes in the pinky nail. I am making 2 holes, so yeah, I'm just gonna let this part play out and for you all to see how I am doing it. It's not hard at all. I really like this nail accessory. It looks really cool to me. So yeah, I'm just going to be doing that. Now I'm using my tweezer and the pliers to open up the rings so that it could easily be applied to the nail. Then I'm just going to be applying the rings to my piercings. And I'm also going to be using the pliers to close up the ring so that it can join easily and make a perfect circle, or as close as perfect to a circle that I can get. So this is how it looks, and I think it looks really nice. So now moving on to the rest of the nails, I'm going to be using some rhinestones on the nails. So I'm just pouring out some of the rhinestones on my nail palette for easier access. And I am going to be using my Madame Glam matte top coat. So I'm using that on the middle nail. So I applied a layer of the Madame Glam matte top coat to the middle nail, and also to the pinky nail. So when you're applying top coat to a nail that has a piercing, you need to be very careful, because if the top coat gets into the holes of the nail, then the piercing, the rings wouldn't be able to move. They would seize up and stay in one position. So that's why I'm using my nail art brush to apply the top coat in between the piercings and all of that, so that it wouldn't clog the holes of the piercings. And before curing, I applied some rhinestones to the cuticle area of the middle nail, and then I cured for 30 seconds. Now I am going to be applying the matte top coat to the thumbnail, and also applying some rhinestones to the cuticle area as well, and curing for 30 seconds. And before curing, I'm just going to apply some of the matte top coat to the ring nail as well, and then I cured for 30 seconds. Now on the index nail, I'm going to be using some glossy top coat, so I applied the top coat to the index nail and also to the underside of the index nail as well. Then I applied some glossy top coat to the underside of the ring nail and also the tip area of the ring nail, and then I cured for 30 seconds. Now moving on to the 3D flowers nail art. So I am using my Makartt white polygel. So I placed a bead of the white polygel on my nail palette, and I am going to be applying a rhinestone to the middle nail. So I applied some of my Makartt rhinestone glue, just a bead of the rhinestone glue, and then I placed a rhinestone and cured that for about 5 to 10 seconds with my LED flashlight. Now I am using my 3D nail art brush to do this 3D flowers with the polygel. So I pick up a bead of the white polygel with my dotting tool. So I dip my dotting tool in some of the rubbing alcohol, and then I picked up a very small bead of the white polygel, and then I placed it on the nail, and then I'm using the 3D brush to shape the polygel into some flowers. So yeah, I did that for one of the petals, and then I cured for 30 seconds, and then I did the other petal and cured that for 30 seconds. So every time I did a petal, I made sure and cure it for 30 seconds, or maybe less, could be 20 seconds too, but I made sure that it was cured so that I wouldn't mess it up. So I'm just going to let this part play out so that y'all can see how it looks and how I'm doing it. I think it came out really nice, and it wasn't easy, but it also wasn't very difficult to do, and I think it came out okay. I still have a lot to learn because I can see things in it that could look way better, but for a second time around, I think I did way better than the first time, and I also think I did really good in general. So yeah, I'm just going to let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. And also, before I go, I'd like to say thank you for all of you who are liking my videos, watching my videos, and are subscribed. Thanks a lot, and make sure to like this video and comment down below anything y'all want to see on this channel as well, and comment anything y'all want to comment. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe as well. So yeah. So this is after curing off the nail for 30 seconds, and I think it looks so good. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Now I'm just going to be using some rubbing alcohol on the flowers to remove any of the tacky layer. Then I'm going to be using my Madame Glam top coat on the 3D flower as well. And then I cured for 30 seconds. So now I'm just applying some cuticle oil to rehydrate my skin and nails. And this is the finished look, guys, and I think this came out so good. I really like the 3D flowers. I think I did a good job with that, and I was surprised at how good it looks. I'm proud of myself for that. And the nail set in general looks really good. I like that I incorporated the piercings, and I like the matte look as well. It looks really good on the nails, and I also love all the glitters I encapsulated. I have so much fun when I encapsulate glitter nails. I don't think I'd ever stop encapsulating glitter nails because it looks so good. Everything about this nail set looks really good, so let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.